Coming up on Fulton Today, Fulton's tax commissioner and his staff work overtime to get the 2018 tax bills in the mail.
Fulton County property owners will soon receive those tax bills. I'm Brian Robinson, and I'll have details on this year's payment deadline coming up.
And later, the push to clear the shelter after overcrowding continues at the Fulton County Animal Facility. That and much more starts right now on Fulton Today. Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis Rucker. Fulton County government will not experience any interruptions in service after a judge rules that the collection of property taxes can begin. So now the question, when can property owners expect to see those bills in the mail? FGTV's Brian Robinson has more on this story.
Right? You just do it right here now.
Fulton County's government center receives mail every day, but no delivery was more important than this recent shipment of tax bills. Arriving just days after DeKalb County Judge Alan C. Harvey ruled tax collection could proceed, the content of these boxes will soon be in the mailboxes of property owners.
We're still on record for the tax bills to go out by the end of this month. Our tax commissioner, Dr. Ferdinand, he reassured me that it is his intention to have the bills out by the end of the month.
For the county, its cities, and the school boards to properly function, property taxes are a portion of each entity's revenue. Once the tax bills are mailed, Atlanta property owners have 45 days to pay their taxes, 60 days for Fulton County property owners.
When you look at the way things are this year, we're going to be able to bill in timely manner compared to last year.
The sooner those tax bills are paid, the sooner the county, its cities, and schools can provide services without interruption.
Now, once property owners receive those tax bills, they can pay them here at the tax commissioner's office in the government center in downtown Atlanta, or by logging on to fultoncountytaxes.org. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Brian Robinson.
Thank you very much, Brian. Job seekers get dressed up in hopes of starting a new career. The county's WorkSource Fulton team hosted a direct hiring and recruitment event at the Adamsville Regional Health Center. Recruitment managers from Amazon, FedEx, Jibe Staffing, Atlanta Beverage, and SD&C Construction Management were all on site to conduct interviews for various positions, including truck drivers and sales associates.
They have literally committed to not just interviewing and not just recruiting, but hiring people today.
For those who attended, they had their resume and appropriate documents ready for interviewers to review.
I think that the county and more counties should do this because the employment rate is very, very high in demand, and I think that this helps out different job seekers find out about different companies that they might not know about.
I really think it's a good thing to do because sometimes people out here, they're not happy with their job and they're always looking around for another job to be happy about.
Now, to learn more about future hiring events, you can contact the WorkSource Fulton office at 404-613-6381. The county's recidivism rate could soon be lowered thanks to a brand new program. The Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration has awarded Fulton County's Superior Court a $2 million grant. Now, that money will implement the Fulton County Peer Recovery Support Services Expansion Project. This program pairs adult felony offenders with mentors who were once in the criminal justice system themselves. Lasting 18 to 24 months, each defendant who is placed in the program is offered peer support and recovery services, as well as vocational training, job placement, and GED training.
This is something that everyone in the county should be excited about. I was counting it up, and I think it hits on 4 of the county's priorities. It's certainly everyone is safe, because the goal of accountability courts is to reduce recidivism, keep people from cycling in and out of the system. And these peers will help with just that. They should improve our graduation rate from accountability courts. Certainly everyone is healthy. This is helping people fight back addiction and lead healthier lives. Everyone having economic opportunities. This includes, as I mentioned, job training, GED skills, etc. And also it will improve our economy as well.
The 5-year funding initiative is in collaboration with the Georgia Council on Substance Abuse. Governor Nathan Deal swears in a Fulton Senior Assistant District Attorney to serve on the state's Commission on Family Violence. Now, it's a topic April Ross knows well, as she is both a victim and survivor of family violence. ADA Ross, thank you for joining us here on Fulton Today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Well, congrats on the appointment. Tell everybody about the work of this commission.
The Georgia Commission on Family Violence is an organization that brings together community citizens and professionals from all different fields, including law enforcement, judges, prosecutors, victim advocates, concerned citizens, survivors, medical professionals. Bring all of us together to help find resolutions to the challenges of domestic violence that affects so many citizens of Georgia. We work on legislative efforts, and we support organizations that work to help make the lives better for people trying to escape intimate partner abuse.
And based on your experiences, how can that help you in this new role?
My experience, it's interesting because you never know where life is going to take you. And while I've always been someone who advocated for people who have been through situations and abusive relationships, going through it myself and becoming a survivor gave me a whole new perspective and a new empathy that has made this a passion for me. So I take everything I've been through in life, everything I've learned from it, and apply it to my efforts in this area.
And now, how will your role as a longtime prosecutor and advocate for justice add to this appointment?
Being a prosecutor and working with that hat on gives me a focus and a knowledge about the way the system works, the way victims have to interact in the system. And because I've been a victim and been a survivor myself, or I am a survivor myself, I know what they feel. So it gives me an ability to help bridge that gap and make it easier for people who have to maneuver through the system. I think I can bring all of that knowledge and experience, combine everything that I've been through, everything that I know, and bring that to the commission to help as we push for legislative change and other solutions throughout the communities in the state of Georgia to help all citizens who may experience domestic violence.
ADA Ross, your final thoughts?
I want to extend a strong, heartfelt, and very humble thanks to Governor Deal for choosing me for this appointment. I look forward to my work on the commission. I'd also like to thank DA Paul Howard for all of his support through everything I've been through and bringing me back to the office and allowing me to do this work. I look forward to my work on the commission. I look forward to bringing change in this state.
Well deserved. April Ross, congratulations once again on your appointment to the State Commission on Family Violence.
Thank you again for having me.
Our pleasure. Meanwhile, Fulton County's Medical Examiner's Office reclaims an important endorsement from a national organization. The National Association of Medical Examiners has reinstated the county's ME's office with full accreditation. Within weeks of Dr. Jan Gorniak's appointment to medical examiner in 2016, she was notified that the department had lost its accreditation, and since that time, she and her staff have worked diligently to become an accredited office with the organization again.
Being accredited is very important because that shows that the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office is operating at a high standard set forth by the National Association of Medical Examiners. So when you compare us to other medical examiners' offices across the country, we are operating at that high standard level.
The Medical Examiner's Office is responsible for investigating deaths that occur because of injury, poisoning, sudden, unexpected, and not readily explainable at the time of death. And still to come on Fulton Today, Fulton joins a Grammy Award-winning musician with Atlanta ties. We'll tell you how in our district-by-district coverage next. Fulton leaders lend support to the groundbreaking of a much-needed transportation project and listen to the concerns of the community. Here's this week's district-by-district coverage.
3, 2, 1. Woo!
Ground is officially broken on a $10 million diverging diamond interchange to serve Camp Creek Parkway at its intersection with I-285. County leaders joined officials from the Georgia Department of Transportation to mark the beginning of the construction.
Divergent Diamond is actually a project where you move the vehicles from normally on the right side of the roadway to the left side of the roadway at the interchange itself, which creates a lot more freer movement, free-flowing movements of the vehicles where they can get to and off of the freeway without going through a series of traffic signals.
We're going to beautify our interstate. We're going to beautify the Camp Creek at 285 exit, as well as create vast operational improvements to get people moving, to make it safer, to make it more easily usable for pedestrians. So we're getting a lot done with this project.
Leaders say the new design bridge and landscaping enhancements will create a distinctive gateway for the area. District 4 Commissioner Natalie Hall partners with a Grammy Award-winning artist to bring county services to a huge festival for the community. Actor and musician Ludacris will host his Luda Fam Day this weekend during his annual Weekend of Fun. To announce the county partnership, Commissioner Hall invited the Ludacris Foundation representatives to her monthly TV program.
And I just wanted to partner with Ms. Shields and Ludacris to actually show the people what Fulton County has to offer, to bring our services and programs, because many communities don't know about all the great things we have to offer.
Fulton is providing voter registration and health screening services this weekend. There will be something for the entire family all weekend long. You can get more details at ludacrisfoundation.org. In District 5, the second of 3 quarterly meetings hosted by Commissioner Marvin Arrington Jr. Residents were invited to the Wolf Creek Library in South Fulton to speak directly with the commissioner and to personally meet the county's new Chief Operating Officer, Anna Roach. The commissioner said no topic was off limits.
We're here today at the Wolf Creek Library for our summer district dialogue in the city of South Fulton. Very glad that people came out today to hear about the latest happenings in Fulton County. We had Anna Roach talk about the transition to city services. We had Brenda McLeod talk about upcoming elections and registration information. We had the library, Taryn Gilliam from the library system, talk about renovations to our libraries. And we also had Trenard Turner from the city of South Fulton come out and talk about parks and recreation here in the city of South Fulton. So it was a great opportunity for residents of Fulton County to learn about all of the great services that Fulton County provides.
The final quarterly meetings has also wrapped up at the Southeast Senior Center. We'll show you what happened there next week. Meanwhile, the next set of quarterly meetings are scheduled for December. You can see the dates and times at FultonCommission5.com. And up next on Fulton Today, a community resource fair highlights the services Fulton's Board of Health can offer the public on an everyday basis. Stay with us. Families with limited means get just the help they need thanks to health and community partners. FGTV's Priscilla Ortega has more on the resource fair at Oak Hill.
With newborn babies in their arms, new moms were invited to the Oak Hill Child, Adolescent, and Family Center to learn about vital county services available for those in need. The County Resource Fair included wall-to-wall community partners and health providers who were all there to help residents get on-the-spot access to services.
We had over 33 vendors show up, ranging from the WIC program all the way to Babies Can't Wait, a lot of different resources.
The WIC program is the Women, Infants, and Children Federal Grant Initiative specifically designed for populations deemed low income and nutritionally at risk. The WIC program serves 53% of all infants born in the United States.
The need is here in Fulton County, so we have those services here to provide for the community and let them know that they are available.
Though all of the services were displayed during the resource fair on this day, they are also available every day at Fulton County facilities. Partners and providers just want to make sure that residents know that their resources are just a phone call or visit away.
It's important for the county to provide these services because when there's a need, it should be met. And so everyone should be afforded the same opportunities, whatever their economic standing is. So it's good to have those resources for them to be able to reach out and live just like the next neighbor.
To learn more about the WIC program or other services available through the county's Board of Health, visit the department's website. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Priscilla Ortega.
Thanks, Priscilla. Drastic times call for drastic measures for Fulton's animal shelter. The Lifeline Animal Project waives adoption fees with hopes of clearing its Marietta Boulevard location in addition to its DeKalb facilities. Shelter intake continues to soar with over 40 to 60 animals entering a day. So fees were waived for all dogs over 25 pounds and all cats.
We have such support from the community. We have a lot of sponsors that help make this happen, and we're just excited to help these animals find new homes.
On the Clear the Shelter Day, adopted animals received free spay and neuter, microchips, and vaccinations.
I think it's beautiful because so many dogs they're just lovely, and it's apparent they need good homes. So it's beautiful that people are out here to do that, give them good homes.
The push to get pets adopted continues. You can visit the Marietta shelter location or check out the Lifeline website. There's also a call out to save human lives by donating blood. Mark your calendar. On September 18th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., the American Red Cross will hold its quarterly blood drive in the Fulton County Government Center downtown. Technicians recommend that you eat a good breakfast and drink plenty of water before donating blood. Fulton employees give every quarter, but the public is also invited to donate.
I've been giving blood since I was in college, and it's very rewarding feeling when I get up off that table, knowing that I potentially saved a life.
You don't have to pre-register to donate. Walk-ups are welcome. If you can't make the September 18th blood drive at the Government Center, visit redcrossblood.org to find another blood drive location. Up next on Fulton Today, an Atlanta TV icon donates her most treasured collection to the Auburn Avenue Research Library. We'll get a sneak peek. An annual invitation to Zoo Atlanta makes for a fun outing for Fulton families. As a part of the Atlanta Fulton Family Day weekend, Zoo Atlanta offered free admission to those who live or work for the City of Atlanta or Fulton County government. The free admission was valid for 2 adults and up to 4 children. Just as in previous years, this event was well attended by those who wanted to see lions, tigers, pandas, and elephants, as well as multiple reptiles up close and in person.
It's such an awesome initiative to get people to come in here for free, educate the kids, have a great day, get to see the animals, and I think getting to know the zoo, like for us, I think we want to get a membership after this, so we love it.
This is an annual tradition for our family. We enjoy this, and it's something that my kids and my wife enjoys. Best way to see the animals and spend a day out on the weekend.
Zoo Atlanta first opened its doors way back in 1899. It is one of the 10 oldest zoos in continuous operations in the United States. And finally, a groundbreaking TV anchor says goodbye to her prized possessions.
That was a photograph I took of a woman in China who had never seen a camera.
Longtime WSB Director of Public Affairs, Jocelyn Dorsey, is donating some of her TV memorabilia to the Atlanta Fulton Public Library System's Auburn Avenue Research Library. Ms. Dorsey was the first African-American anchor of a Channel 2 newscast, as well as the first African-American news anchor in Atlanta. Papers from each stage of her amateur and professional career, celebrity photos, Emmy Awards, and even her Board of Commissioners proclamation she just received in July will all soon be on display for all to see.
Ms. Dorsey is an Atlanta staple. You know, she has been the heart of this community, not only with her work at the television station, but also her work in the community. She serves on several nonprofit boards. She is a very charitable woman with her time and her talents. So that was something that we didn't have in the archive, something that we knew would be up for grabs if we didn't jump on the opportunity when it made itself available. And it's really just something that we feel is important to have in our collection.
Despite her accomplishments and amassing such a large collection after nearly 50 years in the television industry, Jocelyn Dorsey says having everything on display for the public to see is a very touching gesture.
I think this is one of the most exciting things that has happened to me in my career, to know that the Atlanta Fulton County Library System is interested in my work, and I'm just super excited. And you know, people always ask, you know, what are you going to do after you retire? So this is what I'm going to be doing.
Jocelyn Dorsey's items are scheduled to be exhibited in multiple galleries at the Auburn Avenue Research Library in early 2019. And you better believe I will be there to see it. Before we go, our reminder that we'd like to connect with you online. Be sure to follow FGTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for up-to-date Fulton County news. And you can watch a replay of this show and other FGTV programs anytime on our YouTube channel. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis Rucker. Thank you so much for watching. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.